don't know if we can capture this, but we had babies everywhere a minute ago. Both hatches are now allowed free run in the coop, or in the run, and they'll be hopefully all sleeping in the coop by tonight. Here's one up on top of the baby run. Oh, in action. Mrs. Slocum is telling him who's boss. That's Eddie there in the middle with the peepers on, going, what the hell? These aren't my children. But as you can tell, they all are. Hi, baby. Hi, little baby. Yeah, the ladies are telling them what the pecking order is. The other girls don't seem to care, but the two barred rocks are really interested for some reason. So, for anybody who's not seen the other videos, I had two hatches. Eddie is the father of all. He is an I am Samani, and he's a mean guy, so that's why he has the peepers, is to try to save my legs. And the first batch, like this one in the foreground, are pure I am Samanis, because I have a Samani female. And then the second batch, that female went broody, so I gave her some eggs from her flock mates to sit on them, because that's what she wanted to do, was sit on she didn't care what eggs, even if it wasn't an egg. She has a golf ball and she has a couple of decoy eggs. She doesn't care. So she sat on them for about 2 weeks, and their gestation time is 3 weeks. And I tried to move her into this little coop. You can kind of see the nest box there, and this is a bad angle, but the dogs are out, so I can't open the gate. And that freaked her out, because she had her nest, and that's where her eggs were. Even though they were underneath her, she was going to abandon them. So I brought them in, and I put them in the incubator. Check out the other videos if you want to see hatching eggs and little teeny babies, and babies being babies. It's all quite cute and lovely. But now the older ones are 9 weeks, and the younger ones are 7 weeks, give or take a day or so. So this is their first day being out of this little tractor that I built out of spare parts. It's quite lovely. And of course everybody's freaked out. So before I put them out, I clip their wings, and which just means giving them a haircut on the wings. I guess it's kind of like trimming their armpit hair. But that way, if they try to fly, since they're lighter weight, they can't go too far. Because I do have a 6-foot fence surrounding the property, but things happen. And I'm leaning on the barrier between Chickenland and Dogland, and the other birds just laugh at that barrier. They fly right over and freak out when the dogs come out. There's 2 out of 3 think that chickens are really fun to play with. Boy, I've been just staring at this one bird for a long time. Let's look out. The blue tarp is over the other coop, and sorry for the big mess, but that's just to keep the rain out, because it's like cedar boards that make up the roof. It's not really shingled, and it's not really waterproof. So in rainy weather, I have to um, put down the tarp so that it doesn't get wet in there. And that in the center is the ladder going down from the coop to almost to the ground. And I was hoping somebody, I see one of the barred rocks at the food. And they look so much alike that it's hard to tell them apart, but I think that's Dixie. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. And everybody else, I see Aretha in the dark, but a dark bird in the shade is hard to see, but she's getting herself a drink. She lays the hugest eggs, and she's a big girl, so I have a feeling she might be a Jersey Giant cross. She's definitely an Easter egger, but she's all black, but she's got the beard and the ear and the cheek poofs, and she is a big girl. And yeah, that was Dixie, because this, scroll out a little bit, this is Mrs. Slocum. She's my oldest bird right now, and she's in charge. And she's, well, hello there. It's Eddie telling the world how beautiful he is. Anyway, I've rambled on for a long enough time. Check out my other videos. Subscribe if you would. That really helps the channel out. And leave comments or even thumbs up, thumbs down. All of that helps let YouTube know that people are engaged and like seeing what they're seeing or don't like seeing what they're seeing. And the thumbs, even the thumbs down, they do help me. But a comment would be nice. Just what don't you like? Be nice. But yeah, constructive criticism is well taken. I can't say that I will enact every change because, you know, I am who I am, but I like to hear what the peoples are saying. Anyway, thanks so much, folks. Bye.